Hi, I'm Dan from aiXplain, and today I will show you how design works. Design is an entirely codeless drag and drop experience that allows you to build your own AI solution in minutes. No code, no effort, just drag and drop. You can combine as many different AI functions as you want, all within the same pipeline. Each pipeline has its own unique API access key, which makes it easy to integrate. So, let's get started. To start building a pipeline, you need to drag and drop elements from the left-hand side toolbar onto the canvas. All these elements serve different purposes. These two markers indicate the start and end of a pipeline, or in other words, the input and output. The next two are logic nodes. They are called router and decision. A decision node is a node with an if/else decision. A routing node is used in combination with the input node to handle input requests. This is used to route different input types onto a separate branch of the pipeline. There is a script node that enables users to upload a custom Python script onto the pipeline. However, this function is under development and is used only for internal reasons for now. And lastly, function nodes. For example, machine translation, automatic speech recognition, dialect detection, and many other functions. Let's begin and build a sample pipeline using all the following functions. First, I will drag an input node onto the timeline, following by the router node. Let's link the nodes together. To do this, you need to click on the input and drag the cursor onto the router node. We will now add 3 function nodes. First, I will select speech recognition with an input of English. Second is extract audio from video. And lastly, translation. The input will be English again, and let's make the translation Spanish. Click OK. So now we have 3 function nodes that require 3 different types of input: speech, video, and text. Next, we need to add the models for each of those functions. To do this, click on each node's FX icon in the top right-hand corner. Choose a model from the list, or filter the list by enabled or auto mode models, and click on Populate function. Okay, and now let's link the translation node with the decision node with English input and Spanish output. In the pop-up window, it will offer you to provide some details for the output to compare and comparison type. In our scenario, I will compare the confidence. For the comparison type, I will select greater than or equal and set the value to 80%, 0.8. So, what we are saying here is that if the confidence is greater than 80%, then forward the information onto the next node. In our case, it will be translation. Let's add that node now. Let's set the input as English and the output as Spanish. Hit Update. Now let's link the decision node and translation node together. I will set the decision to true, the IO pairs to confidence, and click Update. Let's once again assign a model to this added translation node, and then add an output node. We now have the last two node branches to finish. For translation, we just need an output node. And for the video node, we need a speech recognition, translation, and output node. Let's add them now. I'm selecting English as the input again. Now the translation node. For the translation node, like before, we select English to Spanish translation. Now we need to add an output, assign models, and we will be finished. So what exactly have we created here? Well, firstly, if we receive an input of either video, text, or audio, then the router will route the input towards the correct node. If we receive video, then this node extracts the audio from the video, feeds it through the speech recognition node, and then translates said audio into Spanish text, followed by the output node. If we receive a text format, then the router node forwards the text to the Spanish translation node, and then to the output. And lastly, if we receive audio, then the audio is forwarded to the decision node, and that decides the confidence of the audio accuracy. If it's greater than 80%, it translates from English to Spanish and then gives an output. Great, we've completed our pipeline. To save it, click on the right-hand corner under Save. You will be shown three saving options. Save as pipeline saves the pipeline into your dashboard. Save as template saves the pipeline as a skeleton template for future use. And Save as JSON downloads the pipeline in JSON format. You can then share the downloaded template with friends or colleagues so that they can then import the pipeline onto their own aiXplain accounts. Let's go ahead and save the pipeline. Click Save. Here we are shown the specifications of the pipeline. To view the pipeline API key, click on API integration. We have JavaScript and Python snippets that you can use, and that's about it. This is how design works. Have fun!